And we are live. Welcome back to Chart Striker, everybody. This is your host, Dana. Hope all of you have had a wonderful weekend, a wonderful week as well. Bitcoin, not that much, but let's see what we can find, what the TA is telling us. Plus, we are gonna go through the top 10 crypto. Of course, not the stable coins, but the rest. You get the point, right? So we're gonna have a look at the top 10 crypto markets, what the TA is telling us there as well. So yeah, let's get into it. So Bitcoin, I did tell you guys last time after that short-term bounce that we had that was respected, and you know, the downturn, that divergence that we have on the daily is ugly, but all hope is not lost for the bulls unless we see a close below 24.8 at least, okay? Like around 25,000, which still hasn't happened on the daily. But the fact that we did close below this level, yes, it was telling us we could come close, we could continue lower. On top of that, I did tell you guys that, you know, the daily divergence and how that monthly candle, you know, closed last month, and how the weekly was looking like things were not looking that good for the bulls. In short, right? We had this, you know, beautiful touch of the moving average with this candle, but do you see the wick? Do you see how heavy it is? Like, there is a lot of, you know, supply around these areas apparently, and there's not enough demand to push the price up, so it's kind of stuck. So last time I streamed, I did say that I'm gonna give it, you know, a week, 10 days, something like that. This time I'm gonna be extending the period a bit more, because we have to adapt to the market, since Bitcoin is still chippy choppy, still just going sideways, still hasn't broken, you know, that critical level, but is very, very close. We do have to give it some more time. So if this week it fails to hold this area, because we're getting closer and closer as time goes by, if this week it fails to hold this, you know, area, we break low, then we break low, and that's it. But if it holds this week, if it can hold in some miraculous way above, and I'm being conservative now, okay, above 24,780-ish, okay, and this on Binance, there is still chance for the bulls to do something, okay? There's still chance. How the chance is looking, how high it's looking right now, not that high, but there is still a chance. So I'm gonna give it a bit more week and see what's going on. But yeah, it is looking ugly. We still have like a lot of room to go down, especially looking at the weekly. Any weekly candle close, I'm gonna repeat it again, I've said this before, any weekly candle close below 24,800, 24.5-ish, this could fall back all the way down to 22,700, 22,000, like easily. That's the only support that we got if we lose this critical area right here, okay? Now we do have this short-term moving average that is close to this critical area, that is old. If you just, you know, look a bit closer, you do see that this is resistance, right? So it could flip to new support, right? Resistance flipping to support could happen, but we'll see what happens. But if weekly candle closes like pretty strong, okay, and there is some follow through, then yeah, most likely we're gonna go down. Most likely this is gonna continue. Like I said, on the monthly, sure, like midterm, maybe we had a bit of an uptrend. Like, it's not even an uptrend, like it's just a bounce up, really, okay? We had a bounce up. On the daily, we are clearly in a downtrend. I said this last time, we're still in a downtrend. Things haven't changed. Now, there is something that is gonna be happening, okay, tomorrow or on the 13th. I don't know which part of the world you live in. So on the 13th of September, FTX is gonna be dumping some of their, you know, holdings that they had. So maybe one should be aware, you know, just keep your eyes open. Now, they are gonna be, they had around 3.4 billion in crypto in April, and they're planning to sell up to $200 million worth of crypto, and this every week. So they're not gonna be dumping everything tomorrow. It's gonna be from tomorrow going forward every week till they've, you know, sold up to $200 worth of crypto. So guys, yeah, just beware of what's going on. If Bitcoin like manages to hold these levels, manages to hold above this critical area while you know, FTX is dumping, FTX is selling every week, and so on and so forth, it could be a sign that there is some strong support around these levels. Okay, it could be a sign, but we'll have to wait and see. Nobody knows what's gonna be happening in the future. We're trying to see what the favor is leaning towards, but we can't be certain of what, you know, crypto market's gonna do, right? So we'll see what happens there. But yeah, that's what's going on with the Bitcoin. Now, looking at the 4-hourly, yeah, I forgot the oscillators and so on and so forth. Okay, oscillators. Still, that negative divergence is still not invalid. It's still very possible. Okay, it could happen because it's still building. All right. Prior daily candle closed in favor of the bears more than anything else. All right. Moving averages, yeah, some people are talking about this death cross and whatnot, that, you know, some are saying that price could, you know, probably come back up and retest this level. Thing is, it kind of already happened. Okay, sometimes it happens a bit earlier, sometimes it happens, you know, while it's going on, like while this is coming down and so on and so forth, right around these areas. But sometimes it does happen a bit earlier, so it's already happened. And for those my argument to those who are saying that, yeah, well, there is this is dead, like this is just 100% gonna go down just because there is a death cross, I can't really agree there either. Yes, the bears do have the bulls in their court, but the bulls have a mini little tiny, you know, chance of doing something if this week Bitcoin manages to hold, you know, those critical areas that we discussed, right? Okay, but yeah, short term continuation to the downside, you know, at least all the way down to 24,700 wouldn't be that surprising. 24.7, 24.5, very possible. Okay, so yeah, that is the oscillators. Moving averages, pretty much bearish. Oscillators, even though the histogram is still positive, pretty much bearish. Okay, on the 4-hourly, yeah, we do have some positive divergence, you know, developing on one of the oscillators. MACD is bearish, nothing going on there. RSI is weak, nothing going on there. Like, looking at the 4-hourly, I do not see anything special hinting that the bears have lost steam, unfortunately. For the bulls, okay, good for the bears, bad for the bulls. Looking at the hourly, nothing interesting. Howley, welcome, glad you made it, It's been a while, but we've been chatting on Discord, luckily. Hope you've had a good day so far. Yeah, Howley, we're discussing Bitcoin and what's going on at the moment. So you came in right at right in time. So on the hourly, we do have some resistance, you know, around these levels, but we do have some major resistance around these areas. Okay, so if we see an hourly candle close above $25,365, very possible that we can come all the way to 25,560. you know, around 25,560 to 25,650-ish, you know, 70-ish, very possible, okay? Now, on the hourly, yeah, why I mentioned that we do have some type of resistance here is because you guys can clearly see we're having a bit of a difficulty closing above this area, right? But this is not major resistance, okay? I can see this getting, you know, broken, but might have some trouble around these areas right here. Just so my eye, it wasn't proper, it wasn't equal. So around 25,380-ish. Okay, I take that back. But yeah, oscillators still a negative. MACD is curling upwards. We'll see what happens there. But just in short, okay, I do not see anything on the hourly either telling me that the bears are tired yet. Looking at the Easterns, nothing going on with the volume. If you think about it on the daily, just think about it a little bit compared to these days, like there's a bit more, you know, sell pressure. You know, we can see it in the volume as well, right? But yeah, I just do not see anything yet hinting that this dump is over. Looking at the Easterns, right? But on the oscillators, there is some sort of a divergence, right? From this point right here, somewhere around this point to this point. But the bad thing is, the horrible thing is, it doesn't mean it can't, you know, come a bit lower, you know, short term, okay? So that is your resistance levels, because there's really no point in talking about the daily. I could do it for you guys, you know, just because our daily resistance is around, you know, $26,000. Any close above $26,000, good. Then we could see, you know, 26.5. Best case scenario, even 27 if that happens. But until that happens, there's no need. On the 4 hourly, our first, you know, resistance is right around this area as well, which is around 25,600-ish to 25,800-ish. Okay, not that big of a difference from the hourly resistance we just discussed, just a slight, you know, a little difference there. Okay, but yeah, that's Bitcoin. You know what it needs to hold, you know what it needs to do this week, so we do not, you know, see all hell break loose for the bulls. And yeah, otherwise this is a beautiful opportunity. If you ask me, this is if we see a dip down to these levels, not gonna be mad, right? Take the opportunity, and then, like, if you want to take the opportunity, and then yeah, enjoy it, right? Okay, we're done with Bitcoin. Let's head over to Ethereum next, and then after that BNB. Howley, how you doing? This guy shared with us, you know, beautiful, I call it the leverage cheat sheet, and he agrees. So yeah, he shared a nice cheat sheet that he developed with a lot of after a lot of headache and brainstorming and so on and so forth, which was interesting. Maybe one day when we have our call on the live streams, we're gonna maybe he can talk about it a little bit. I'm fine, thank you, Holly. I'm fine, thank you. It's been a lot of things, you know, going on in life. Oh, look at that. Touching grass is always beautiful. And then cheesecake, like, yeah, it must have been a good day then. It must have been a good day. Cheesecake must have been the top of the top. That's awesome. Yeah, I've been doing a lot of things myself, been busy, like visiting friends that, lost a mother, and so on and so forth. So it's been things, decorating at home, reading, a lot of reading, and so on and so forth. A lot of talking with Patreon support, almost a few hours a day at this point. But yeah, a lot of things going on. So I'm fine. Otherwise, touch the grass and so on and so forth. I should probably do that tomorrow. I've been busy today. Haven't had time. Like, I end up, going to the city, and then I end up doing other things that I hadn't planned. But yeah, tomorrow maybe touch grass wouldn't be a bad thing. It's important that we get away from, the computer sometimes and just, interact with family, friends, nature. Just take a woosah moment, step back. And it even feels better when you come back to do some TA after that. Trust me, like, your brain feels fresh. Your thoughts, like click and so on and so forth. So it's good to just, go away. Doesn't mean you don't have to have an eye here and there, on what's going on with the market, but just go away a little bit, just to enjoy life, just to live a little bit, right? Enjoy your profits, for example. Okay, so that was Bitcoin. Let's head over to Ethereum. The heartache for Ethereum. But do you see, before I continue on with Ethereum, isn't it still like isn't it amazing grace, like amazing, in some weird way, Ethereum is still holding this blue line. Now the question is, do you think, I think it's gonna hold? Chances are very low at the moment. Like, if weekly closes anything like this, yeah, guys, there is on top of that, let me just add, there is yet no positive divergence. There's no nice divergence at all at the moment, meaning there's still room to the downside. On top of that, looking at the daily, prior daily candle close, I mean, what is this? Really, there's no hardcore support until these levels. Now, yeah, I mean, there's none. You ask me, there is none, okay? Look at this prior daily candle close. Look at the volume with it. That combine that two together. Combine the fact that the MACD is whatever. Whatever meaning bearish, right? Combine it with, add to that factor also this histogram, negative momentum on the histogram, right? You can also add to that factor the RSI is weak. I can keep on going. Look, we failed to hold this level. We failed to hold this 1621 level. It broke. Daily candle close, broke below it. When it broke below it, there was a nice follow through to the downside. And now, sure, we have this, support, but looking at things, most likely we're heading, we're continuing down, okay? Now, before I continue on the daily, let me tell you where resistance is, right? Hold on. Guys, is the sound good? Volume good? Is everything well balanced? somewhere around these levels. Okay, we got our first resistance somewhere around these areas, 1583. Yeah, matches up with the 4-hourly resistance as well. So that would be the first one. Okay, after that, if we manage to see at least the 4-hourly candle close above this level, okay, then the next resistance it could be heading towards would be somewhere around these levels. Okay, that is 1013 to, let me do it this way, yeah, 1600 to 1630-ish. Excuse me, that is, hold on, alerts. Bitcoin is trying to do something. Let's just have a look at that one. Yeah, I had an alert set up because, like I said, if we could see a push above this level, yeah, just, those scalp trades, right? I'm just looking at those at the moment. That's why you heard the alarm. Awesomeness, Holly. Thank you for letting me know. Okay, where were we? Ethereum. So yeah, you already know the resistance for the daily, right? Gotta do this. And the 4-hourly as well. Yeah, major resistance for the 4-hourly around 1613 to, let's see, 4-hourly. Yeah, well, it looks like we could see a short-term bounce because there is some sort of a divergence developing on the 4-hourly time frame. Not a bad thing. Okay. Yeah, most likely we're gonna have a bounce. I see something else also saying that. Is it the same with Bitcoin? Hold on. No. Probably. Just a short-term bounce. On the 4-hourly, can't see something special, but on Ethereum, on the 4-hourly, I do see that the bears are trying to do something. This is not a bad thing. But yeah, you are already aware of the resistance. Of course, if you can see any close above 1630-ish levels, right? Then yeah, next resistance around 1670, 80, somewhere around that level, and then, all the way up here again. Okay. And when it comes to support, real quick, like I mentioned earlier, hardcore support that we have besides this mini support, after the mini support, hardcore support that we have is all the way down here. Okay, that is around 1420 to 1368-ish. All right, that is that for Ethereum, and we can move on. Next, BNB. Oh, BNB. It looks like it is in so much trouble. Okay. So, within a period of maybe 3 or 4 months, I think I've said BNB is looking good once, and it was somewhere around these levels. And then it went up. I even said, I can't believe I'm saying that it actually looks like it wants to do something. It looks good. We went up to this level, and then we got rejected, right, by this dashed line that we, already spoke about earlier before, and then rejected again. And then now the worst thing is, okay, look, sometimes we don't need to see the project fall for the price to fall. Sometimes the price is actually telling you something, okay? The charts are telling you something before things happen, all right? So, as I was saying, the worst thing right now that is going on with BNB, you know, when it comes to price, is the fact that it is below $212, guys. Any daily candle close, okay, below $204, you know, even $212 doesn't matter. Just let's, for those who are conservative, we can say $204, okay? Realize there is no support. There is nada support until maybe 180 to 155. None. And that is, you know, the first-ish support, because this gets worse. This gets worse because there is really no real like strong support after that until, hold on. Because some people think it can't happen, and problem is it can actually happen, and if it happens, it's gonna be bad. $100, guys. $100. Like, that is very possible. You see it close below 150-ish. $100 possible. After $100, guess what? This is possible. After that, like 68 is possible, and so on and so forth. So BNB is not looking good. Let's just have a look at the monthly. Oh my god. Look at this. Look at this and try to convince me that it's looking fine. I can't find an argument right now. And I'm looking at the Easterns. I'm like, just the Easterns. Prior monthly closed below the short-term moving average. Usually, if, you know, they do tend to, not usually, sometimes they do hold as support. When they don't, then, you know, it's pretty weak, right? And I've kept on saying that Binance looks weak, BNB looks weak, it looks weak, and so on and so forth. Even though some altcoins had a good time when Bitcoin bounced and so on and so forth, BNB is not one of those that has been doing well, okay? The only thing I can say that is positive about BNB on the monthly is this, okay? There is positive divergence building, not done building, okay? It's developing on the monthly time frame. That's it. But the bad thing is, it doesn't mean it can't continue coming down. Just keep that in mind. Okay, it doesn't mean it can't continue coming down. All right. If we look at things a bit different, hold on. Yeah, we're going sideways. Like, look, we're ranging sideways. I'm not gonna draw a parallel channel because there's a lot of drawings already, but we're ranging sideways, right? So if we break this sideways, you know, action, we get rejected again around these levels. What do you think could happen next? This is something that we discuss often, right? So yeah, keep your eyes on BNB. It's looking crappy, unfortunately. Resistance I already mentioned, around 212, 213 on the daily. Yeah, that is that. That is that. For hourly, we do have some beautiful divergence. Okay. I can work with this. I can work with this. play it at least back all the way to 209, 211. So maybe some people would do that looking at this. But yeah, I wouldn't touch it. Me, personally, I would not touch it at the moment. Like, I just, yeah, whatever, BNB. Okay, let's head over to the next one. We're done with Bitcoin, Ethereum, BNB. Next, XRP. Yeah, I did mention last time that XRP was not looking good. I didn't see any signs that the bulls were losing steam. Since then, we just, continued going down. For those of you who haven't watched the last stream, just have a look, because everything is educational. Every stream is educational in its own way, right? So just have a look at it. Plus, it could give you a bit of a summary, and you can compare it with what's going on now, what was said and whatnot. So yeah, I did mention that it wasn't looking that good compared to XLM, for example, that had a nice, move, a little bit of a move to the upside. But this one, yeah, we are at support right now. If support fails to hold, if this level fails to hold, I'm just gonna extend this a little bit. Hold on. Actually, no, that is for the hourly. Gonna let it be there. Hold on. XRP, USDT. So our first support, not really first support, but the zone of support is somewhere around these levels. Okay, so any daily candle close below 0.45, I already mentioned this before, yeah, back around the lows of 0.4, and if that breaks, there is really no support all the way. Like a strong support, that is. There is none until all the way down here, unfortunately. Okay, so if this doesn't hold, it's bye-bye. So in other words, I'm gonna remove this one now. If we see any close below 0.45, next support around 0.4, loss of 0.4, and one doesn't have to wait for the weekly, okay? It's enough if we see an hourly candle close below this level. Yeah, one can think of what they want to do. It's up to you, not financial advice. You get the point, right? Just saying. This is only educational / entertainment, but you get the point. So yeah, it's not looking that good in short. So this has still some room to the downside. Unfortunately for the Ripple army. Good for the shorters, right? Always good for the shorters when this happens. Yeah, first resistance for Ripple around 0.5 on the daily. On the hourly, look, it actually bounced around 0.45, 0.46 on the hourly. Interesting, right? Is this a hammer? Yes, it is a hammer. It's still looking weak, guys. It's still looking weak. It was a nice bounce, but I mean, from this level to this level, I guess, if one is scalping, it was a nice one, but then that's it. I don't see anything special. For hourly, first resistance around 0.48, 0.49, and it closed above that level. Yeah, we could go a bit higher, but it's looking weak, guys. Like, I'm not gonna push it, Bulls are gonna try to find arguments, but let's see. Right now, let's see what happens first. Let's see if support holds. Let's see if we get some other development, you know, telling us that the bears are losing steam, which I do not see at all at the moment on the weekly. I do not see at all on the daily. So yeah, let's give it some time. That's it, right? Let's move on to the next one. We're done with XRP. Next, Dogecoin. Like I said, we're going through the top 10. And the top 10, like if we exclude some of these stable coins, we got Bitcoin, Ethereum, BNB, XRP, Doge, Cardano, Solana, Tron, and so on and so forth, right? Okay, let's see. Next, Dogecoin. If you're enjoying the stream, guys, do not forget to hit that like button, share, subscribe, and so on and so forth. Yeah, that is one of the, like, one of the good ways, you know, to support the stream. Yeah, and of course, it shows your love if you find it to be valuable, if you find it to be educational, and so on. Where the heck is Dogecoin? Okay, interesting. Interesting. Why? It is at support levels. And there is some sort of a divergence building on the weekly. Now it could continue going down, but if this island right here, island meaning this one, you know, goes below the prior island, and then forget about that positive divergence. But we are at support. We are at weekly support. Keep that in mind for Doge, okay? I do not see anything specific telling us that the bears are tired or anything like that based on the weekly data, on the prior weekly data. On the daily, did I mention we are at support? Doesn't mean we can't, like, it doesn't, you know, it won't continue down. There is a difference, okay? Usually we can see when there's a potential reversal around the corner. Right now, I do not see it, but it's good to pinpoint that we do have some nice divergence developing. It doesn't mean it's not going to continue down, okay? It can't continue a bit lower, right? Or continue with this trend it is at, or it is in. On the daily, it's holding like a king, still around 0.06, but we lose 0.06, guys. Yeah, eventually around 0.054-ish, loss of 0.05. Very possible. Very, very possible, okay? Because there's not much support. There's not much support, right? I'll put it this way. You see a close below this level. Chances are much higher that we, you know, continue a bit lower to at least 0.55, okay? Around that level ish, approximately. It's not, like, it's on the average. It's not, you know, always to the dot. Sometimes it's to the dot, but it all depends on what price action does, right? Actually, more than often it is to the dot, but not always. So this is not looking that bad on the weekly. On the daily, MACDs, whatever, we do have negative, our first, you know, negative momentum on the daily, right? Looking at the histogram, but there is, it's so weak, but there is some divergence going on the daily as well. It's a type B. It's a type B. I'm not gonna put a lot of weight into it, okay? Otherwise, on the Easterns, unfortunately, again, I have to say that I do not see anything tell me that the bears are tired. Nothing at all. Volume is still building up, you know, sell pressure. Yeah, kind of matching up with everything going on. Let's look at the 4 hourly. 4 hourly. Okay. Like major resistance for the 4 hourly is around 0.062. Same thing on the hourly as well. Okay, any hourly candle close above that level. I gotta remove these moving averages. Hold on. Like they are in the way of me seeing things clearly, and I usually do not use them, but today I had to have a look at this death cross thing, so got them up. Yeah, sometimes they're helpful, so it's good to keep an eye on them, right? Now and then. Okay. What happened there? There we go. Where were we? Right. So any close on the hourly above 0.062-ish, then yeah, next resistance would be somewhere around these levels, okay? 0.064-ish. So that's it for Dogecoin. We can move on. Like, no need to put a lot of time into this. You know the main things that's going on, okay? There's some nice divergence on the weekly, you know, developing, not complete. Doesn't mean that price can't go down because of that, you know, because of that cause or that reason, I mean. On the 4 hourly, we could, you know, pop back up to 0.062, but if there's no follow through, then probably get rejected again at that level around these areas, okay? Hourly, pretty much the same for those who are conservative. We need a close exactly above 0.0624. If we can see that, yeah, we could, you know, probably come to at least 0.064-ish. So a close above 0.0624 could push price a bit higher. And yeah, that's pretty much it. That was for the hourly, by the way, okay? Yeah, for hourly, if we can get above 0.063-ish, next resistance would be around 0.065-ish. Simple. Okay, let's move on. Next, Cardano, and then Solana. Yeah, Solana had a movement to the downside today. I guess people are speaking out because FTX is going to dump and whatnot, this and that, right? Okay, let me just bring a glass of water and we'll continue with Cardano. I'll keep the 10-minute chart on and we'll be back in 2 minutes. Yep, Howley. Yeah, indeed, indeed. There was so much bullish news going on, but yeah, the FTX thing is gonna shake it up a little bit. Okay, be right back. Yeah, we've been waiting for that one since last year. Since last year. Yeah, gonna be right back. We can continue the discussion. And back. Okay. Where were we? Yeah, as I was saying, yeah, that $5, we were waiting for it, but then things started to change, so we had to adapt to the market, and we called the reversal right in time. So things worked out beautifully. But let's have a look at Solana. Wait, it was Cardano first, but we can switch. We can have a look at Solana first, and then Cardano. This is the thing with Solana. It didn't come all the way down to $5. You know, I was waiting to see if we see a close below certain levels, and then make decisions based on that, right? But that didn't happen. That didn't happen because we held above $9. So yeah, it hit at least around $8, but around $5 not yet. And simple reason really, because when people were talking about that, I was busy looking for long positions around these levels when it was around $9. It was a beautiful long setup that we took live. Well, hypothetically took live. I mean, spoke about live. It came all the way to around what, $8, right? So it hit that first target, or around that $8, and then beautiful ascending triangle, beautiful divergence, beautiful run to the upside. Then we had this difficulty. Who remembers the difficulty of breaking above this level right here? $15, right? I round tripped myself on Solana, liquidated all before went sub 20, bought back sub 15, and haven't taken profit. No, for spot position. Oh my god. You should, like, well, you do what you like, but if you're in profit, I guess, you know how the saying goes, Howley? If you're in profit, you know how the saying goes. This is the thing though, okay? I'd also be a bit cautious now, you know, when thinking of long positions when it comes to Solana, because looking at the daily, it's really not looking that strong. Okay, it's not looking that strong, unfortunately. I may or may not have just liquidate. No, I pay myself when the market makes money. Exactly. Mark said it right. Exactly. And remember, as long as nobody's forcing you to have the trade open, like it's open because you let it be open, and it closes when you close it. Simple as that. Nobody is forcing us to have a trade, a losing trade open. Like literally nobody. It's you, only you yourself that is accountable. Like I'm accountable for that. Everybody else is accountable for their own. Nobody forces us. It's just that psychology we have to get over. Like, people could be the best TA analysts, like the best analysts, but if they don't have a feeling for the psychology of trading, they're not gonna be like, they're not gonna be able to reap the fruit of their knowledge when it comes to TA. Do you get what I mean? It's like a bit of a waste, right? Let's say you love numbers, but you love numbers, but you do not use it to do maths, like to do great things. I don't know, when it comes to maths at least, right? It's something like that, okay? So yeah, Solana, like Mark said, Howley, nobody forces us to have a losing trade open, or, you know, not take profits, or not close a trade, and so on and so forth. It's all about the psychology. Okay, so as I was saying, if we lose this daily, like if we see a daily candle close below $17 for Solana, see back at that level, that famous level for Solana, around, you know, $15 again, $14 to $15 again, that famous level. Why I call it famous? Because before this run happened, it had such a difficulty breaking above this area. Like, we came down, we bounce, rejected. We come down, we bounce, rejected. We come down, we bounce, at last, celebration, right? Right? So yeah, any daily candle close below 17, next potential support area around 15.8. That doesn't hold, we have a beautiful strong one around, you know, 14. And if that doesn't hold, 14, like, yeah, all the way to 12 eventually. So things are going left and right for Solana. On the weekly, there is no major support until 14.3. Yep. After that, that is first major support. After that, around $9, unfortunately. So this is the weekly. Just put this in your head, okay? Weekly major support, first potential major support around 14.4-ish dollars. If that doesn't hold, second major support around $9. Then somewhere there's a gray zone, a middle zone, okay? We won't see these levels around $9 because there is a little support, like potential support around 12. Just letting you know, okay? Just letting you know. So there's a potential support around 12. If that breaks, okay, then you know, around 9. So you don't get shocked if you see it, you know, get stuck around $12, and it's not breaking down. Then you're prepared. Then you can go like, oh yeah, right, there was potential support around these levels, so maybe I should, you know, look at some other things, other factors, you know, tell me other things, right? Yeah, Sol loves that $15 area, 100%. It loves it. And on the monthly, yeah, it's $9. Very important. If we see any monthly candle close below 16 point, let's just say $17, okay? 17. Yeah, most likely we're going down. Most likely we're going down to $9. If it happens on the monthly, guys, yeah, argument is gonna be for $9, okay? I remember buying one Solana for $250. I pray and hope to God that it was worth it. I think you reaped what you put in, luckily. But I know some people that bought high and then they missed to sell the low, and my heart goes out to them. Thinner, I don't know if you're watching the show, but you know what I'm talking about. So yeah, some friends as well. Unfortunately, they went in a bit too late, and then it dumped. It dumped bad. 100%. We've come so far. Like, that's the beautiful thing, you know, about advancing. You can just look back and go like, I went through this. I cried. I bled. I like everything. I went through all the things. Like, I stepped on stone and everything. Oh, sinner X. New username I see. Welcome. Glad you made it, sinner. Glad you made it. So yeah, you go through a lot of hell, okay? You reach this beautiful place in life, okay, when it comes maybe to some of your goals that you had, whether it be family life, you know, financial situation, whatever. And you look back, you just sit down one day, just sit down and look back at what you went through. You're just gonna have a smile on your face because it's unbelievable because yeah, it's not easy to be in this space. Keep on grinding, not give up, keep on learning. It's not easy. People think it's just, you know, an easy thing to do, but it's not. So yeah, that's Solana. I mean, we're not gonna complain. Did we reach that $32? Yes. Was it a good time? Yes. Did we see this was resistance in time? Yes. So things played out. Plus that, you know, parallel channel, that bull channel, whatever, you know, one likes to call it, but I call it the parallel channel, down sloping parallel channel that we had, which is a bull flag, you know, because of different reasons. In this it is a bull flag in this case, otherwise not much, right? We went up, we hit resistance, we came back down. So TA has been respected very much for Solana. I think it is one of those crypto markets, like one of those markets that has respected TA almost up to 90%, 85%, something like that. So yeah, it's been enjoyable. It's been a good ride. It will always have a special place in my heart. I can imagine, you know, those coins, you know, even though some of them are dead, like those who've shown us some good gains, do have a special place in our hearts. Like, yeah, that is true. Sinner, yeah, Sinner also. I know Solana is also something dear to you, but I know it hurt you or something like that. So I know it's also gonna have a place in your heart, but not in a positive way. I know that. Yeah, it could come. Who knows? We can never say never, right? Never say never. At least not yet. Most likely, let's if we're gonna be realistic, right? We could see Solana around 32 again. We could see Solana around, I don't know, 45 again. More than that, I'm not gonna talk about it. More than that, I'm not gonna go deeper. But that far, yeah, it's possible. $250. Yeah, it's reaching out too far, but then again, never say never when it comes to crypto. I've seen crazy things like FTX still trading till this day, right? Luna trading, and I'm not talking about Luna Classic. That would be the same part. The other Luna 2. Luna 2 scam, the Luna 2.0 scam trading. It's just madness. I see it's settling around a $30 coin after FTX dump. 30? Wait, Howley. Do you mean 0.3 or are we talking about 30-30? Oh, you mean after the dump in a bull run around $30? Yeah, it's possible. $30, $45. Very possible for Solana. Yeah, Binance is getting there slowly. Binance is getting there slowly. That I'm gonna sit down, be laughing if I see Binance around $13, $20. I'm just gonna sit and first thing, probably remove whatever thing you have in any Binance, like whatever fund one has in Binance, like being on the safe side, not having much there, and so on and so forth would be something to think about nowadays. Just saying, right? So yeah, anyways, that's Solana. Wild West indeed. We need Will Smith to come down here and sing a crypto song for us or something, because it is a Wild West. It is 100%. Okay, so that's a beautiful Solana. Let's have a look at Cardano. I'm calling everything beautiful today because look, this is the market. It gives you opportunity. We can't be in a bad mood, right? Whatever opportunity it gives you, whether it be to the, upside, downside, you take it, you do the most out of it, and then that's it. I mean, one can take it and do the most out of it, and that's it. Market is red. People are depressed. People are mad. It's like, why are you mad though? Why that mad? Like, one can still study the market if you're not, taking trades. Calm down, cool off, study the markets, try to see what it's telling you. Prepare for the next trade maybe, right? Instead of being grumpy and so on and so forth. Be grumpy, for a few hours if you like, but don't let it consume your whole day. Like, do better things with that energy. It's like revenge learning, Are we not going to 180k? Well, Sinner, you told me somebody said something about that, right? Somebody did say that Bitcoin was going to 180k while I was saying it's looking ugly on the monthly and so on. That is crazy. Yep, 100%, Holly. Classic signals. Classic signals, like take it or leave it. Or F around and find out. Whichever you want to do. It's up to you. Okay, so Cardano. Monthly, guys. Yeah, we are at, some sort of a support, but things are not looking that good. We got 18 days left, but things are not looking that good. Okay, hold on. Okay. So on the daily, prior daily candle close. Very weak. Very weak, guys. We got negative momentum on the oscillators. We got MACD that is whatever. Still bearish. Still RSI weak. There is some sort of a positive divergence developing on the daily, but bad thing, it doesn't mean it can't continue down. It doesn't mean that's not what the divergence is telling us, okay? But it's like something is trying to develop, right? Yeah, guys, I guess see around 0.2 eventually, because that's what it looks like it's heading towards. Yeah, see a daily close below 0.24 or 0.239 to be a bit more precise. And yeah, also 0.2, closer. On the weekly, there is really not much support all the way until 0.18. Look, this is just looking. The more I look, the more I'm like, Charles is not feeling well right now. Not feeling well. On the monthly, any monthly close. Oh, we did have a monthly close below this level. Oh, this is, yeah, okay. See ya around 0.18, 0.2, guys. See ya there. Trading festival 1. Oh my god, Howley. Imagine doing something like that. Just imagine that. Just imagine that. You know what? That is a crazy idea, but I'm the type who would probably be up for it as well. Imagine 2 DJs. Probably find more if we want to. Yeah, the DJs are already here. They're already in the house. We just need location, you know, lighting and sound and so on and so forth. That's not that difficult to fix. Yeah, like that would be awesome. Imagine having a little island, you know, just for people who wanna vacay, crypto people. Doing conferences, you know, trading classes and whatnot, day and nighttime. Yoga in the morning. Yoga in the morning with the charts in front of us. And classes and yeah, festivals. Just imagine that type of an island. Just imagine. I'd probably visit it twice a year or something, at least. But who knows, one day. Yeah, Howley, like I should probably, like, if you have any songs that I should that you think is good for or the intro of the show, let me know. You know, I can pump you up, let others know that we have a producer slash DJ. Me myself, I wasn't a producer, just DJ, but yeah, the producing wasn't my thing really. Like I tried to learn, but it wasn't my thing. I was more of a DJ. Yeah, imagine. I've been in like conferences and so on and so forth, and the moment people start interacting, like, trust me, you cannot stop talking with interesting people. Like, it's one after the other, just meeting people, networking, and then, you know, talking with interesting people and so on and so forth from different parts of the world. So yeah, it would be, who knows, Howley. We'll see where life takes us. It's good we're linked. We know we're linked. We got the connection. We'll see where, you know, it goes. Yeah, Sinner love producing. Yeah, you could probably ask Howley. He's the one. He knows a bit more than me. Or he knows more than me. Okay, so Cardano 0.18, have we established everything about the support and so on and so forth? We're done, right? Discussing that. Now let's talk about resistance. Yeah, I think I've already discussed. No, I haven't. Okay, resistance for the daily Cardano is around 0.25 to 0.26. Okay, after that, if you can see a daily candle close above 0.26, next resistance would be around 0.27-ish. Okay, we're not gonna go further than that because look at this. The bears got the ball in their court, so just be wary, guys. Be wary, okay? Ooh, for Ali. Beautiful. We could see a bounce. We could see a bounce back to 0.253. Just putting it out there already now, before it happens, okay? It's very possible. We have some nice divergence, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, we do. We have other, you know, things telling us we could see a potential reversal. We do have some mini obstacle around 0.2465, but major resistance around 0.2538. Simple, okay? All right, let's move on with the next one. So we've had a look at Bitcoin, Ethereum, BNB, XRP, Dogecoin, Cardano, Solana. And now, believe me you, when I say we're gonna be having a look at Tron. Yes, Tron. The other, not the other, one of the crappiest S-coins out there. Pretty much. Just gonna put out TA that is done, a list on what we've gone through so far, and we'll continue with Tron as well. BTC, Ethereum, we've had a look at, you know, BNB as well, right? We've also had a look at XRP, Dodge. Trying to remember everything in order so people watching can just, you know, not a timestamp, but it's helpful, right? Not that I recommend you guys skipping some things and watching, you know, some things. It's good to go through the show so you guys can see, you know, everything. So you understand, you know, the whole discussion and not just parts of it, and then you're probably gonna misunderstand everything if you just listen to 5 minutes, 2 minutes, right? XRP, Dodge, and then we did Solana. If I'm not mistaken, after Solana we had a look at Cardano, and now we're gonna have a look at Tron, and then Polkadot, Matic, and we'll see if there are any requests. Okay. So let's see now. Next. Tron. Okay, those of you who watched, like, I don't know which stream, but one of those streams that you know we had, you guys know about this, you know, descending triangle that it was building, right? Tron. Thing is, the descending triangle failed. Okay, it was not respected. So what happened? We broke out of this, you know, old supply line. Okay, we got some demand, we broke out. Awesomeness. We hit resistance, pulled back. This resistance was discussed before we reached it, right? So that's good. Right now we are in this channel, parallel channel, just, you know, going following the upside trend. Okay, weekly. Look, guys, weekly we do have resistance around 0.08. Okay, if we can see a close up of 0.08, first resistance that is, next resistance would be all the way back here around 0.088-ish levels. Our major support for TRX, first one would be at the lows of 0.7 when it comes to the weekly. If that doesn't hold, unfortunately there's not much holding Tron. If that happens, if we lose 0.07-ish levels, we're probably gonna go to the loss of 0.06, okay? Negative momentum on the oscillators, RSI is still above, you know, neutral, which is good. Which is okay, alright. We do have this resistance for Tron on the daily around, let's see now. Let's just say somewhere on these levels. Okay. That is between 0.07890 to 0.08038. Let me just mark it. First support for the daily, that is a strong support, is around these levels. Okay, that is 0.073 to 0.071, loss of 0.07 in other words. Tron, look guys, it's not looking that bad. Okay, it's not looking that bad on the daily. Look, if we can see a close above this level, 0.08, next resistance around 0.08550, okay, that would be, let's see how big of a move that is. If we can see a close above this area on the daily, 6 to 7% move, okay, because I don't, look, there are no signs of any negative divergence. Yes, we could pull back all the way down here to these areas. If it fails to hold around this level right here, let me just draw it for you. Right here, okay. And do this and do this. It's a little one, nevertheless, it is important to point it out. I'm talking about the resistance. It's little. I mean, the range is little, but still doesn't make it less important, right? So, see a daily candle close below this level, 0.05-ish, okay? You can see the numbers right here. Most likely we go a bit lower, okay? For hourly support is shared with the daily support. There you go. Same thing for the second one. Hold on, let me just... Nope, not the same thing for the second one. So first one, yes. Second one, no. Let's have a look at the hourly. Okay, RSI still below neutral on the hourly as well, but MACD just went bullish, right? Positive momentum on the oscillators, okay. Our first resistance for the hourly would be around, like, if we can see an hourly candle close above this area right here. We have multiple resistance levels when it comes to the hourly, guys, but if you can see a close above this level first. Let me draw it for you. Then next resistance would be somewhere on these levels. Yeah, it's not a big difference, but I have to be unbiased. I have to give you the unbiased TA. I can't ignore it and just skip it just because I think it's not worth it, right? Somebody else might think otherwise. Oh, wrong. R1 on the hourly. Okay, that is if we can see a close-up of this level, right? Okay, let's see now. I think we've covered this one. Like daily, it's not looking that horrible. Yes, short term, short term, we could, you know, pull back first, and then, you know, we'll see what happens. If this fails to hold, then forget about that, you know, daily looking not that bad and so on and so forth, because most likely we are gonna continue down, you know, lower if this doesn't hold. Okay, but as long as this one holds, this support right here holds, S1, it is fine. Like, I'm surprised enough to say this about Tron of all the S coins, but yeah, that is that for Tron. I think we will call it a day soon. First, I'm gonna ask if you guys have any requests before I call the show. And guys, if you enjoyed the, you know, live stream, do not forget to hit that like, share, subscribe, and so on and so forth. You know the deal. It's one of the best ways, really, one of the good ways that one can support, show their love, and show that they're finding, you know, value in the streams and so on and so forth. So yeah, if there are any requests, I was gonna have a look at a few more, but it's 4 a.m. where I am. 4 a.m. right? This daily candle close is gonna give us a heart attack. It's too late. 4 a.m. It's either this or I have to completely like relocate to another country so things align a bit better, right, time wise. So yeah, that was it. Just gonna wait a minute or two in case there are any requests. My pleasure, Holly. Thank you for tuning in. Like, much love to all of you, like tuning in every time like I'm on. Like, much love to you guys. And those of you who are tuning in tomorrow or replaying this recorded stream, yeah, much love to all of you too. Okay, so Bitcoin is continuing on as usual. Nothing new going on. Okay, it's still having difficulty breaking up of this level, right? But yeah, it is what it is. It is what it is. It's been fun streaming. I've missed you guys, and yeah, until the next one, take care of yourselves, trade safe, and of course, thank you for all the love, the likes, the contributions, and whatnot. Appreciate it very much. And yeah, I'll see you on the next one. Good night.